Hello guys, your friendly neighborhood cartographer here. So I'm attempting to draw a city map for a friend's D&D campaign based off a generated map that I found on the internet. Please excuse my little brother here. And of course, I need some Witcher music playing in the background. Here I'm just plotting out where the roads in this city would be. This isn't how I would usually start with my cities, but since I had a very strong foundation from this generated image, I decided to do roads first. So as I draw the walls here, let me quickly explain how I would usually draw a map for a city. I tend to follow the growth of how a medieval city would evolve into, which mainly starts with buildings being on either river banks or shores of a lake. Then I would start expanding from there on in a general circular shape, allowing for variations each time I draw a map. Sometimes cities expand beyond the river if the river is short enough to allow a safe and cheap crossing over a bridge. The essential part of any city or town map is the core region, usually reflecting the place which shows signs of being one of the earliest regions of the city. For example, this small section in Istanbul was the entire city of Constantinople. Or this little island in between is where Paris was started, before they expanded in all directions. This method, however, doesn't always apply. Sometimes you can simply visualize the final product or use generative tools like I did for this map to work towards. It's your city, your map. You can decide how you want to approach it. With the walls complete, the next thing was to start adding in buildings. As I was on a tight schedule, this is all I could muster. A pretty bare bones city with fairly decent road structure. There's a lot of issues with roads and placement of a few buildings, along with the generally flat altitude of the city. There's a lot here I can do and improve on, and that's why I have titled this Part 1. In Part 2, we're going to take this city and make it even more beautiful. For example, you can notice the amount of details in this other map I drew recently. My goal with this map is to go above and beyond. So see you in Part 2.